Oh. Hold on. No, let it rock.
Yeah, let it rock. That's it. Tonight's going to be the Nas.
Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Ray in the chat.
Yo, shout out to Ray and Spaz in the chat. Early bird, get the worm. And we're not early. We're right on time.
Right on time, Masters and None podcast, episode 251. Birdo, say what's up to the people on time, man.
What's up, people? Wearing my patented, I've seen podcasts doing this lately. They do fit checks. I feel like if we want to be hip and attract a younger crowd, we should be doing fit checks. So for my fit check today, I got a Target NASCAR shirt, $7.99, and Old Navy jeans.
All right, you put me on the spot here with this. Thanks. I would have wore something different, but bam, boy, got the Nikes on. You know what I'm saying? The Nikes on. They give you the Marty McFly vibe. Mm-hmm. You know, got the True Classic tee.
True Classic
tee. You know, some jeans from wherever my jeans are from.
Yeah.
Fashion Nova. Yeah, that's it. I got some cool socks on, but I'm one of those people that ties their shoes. You know, so I would have to untie my shoe and loosen the laces and shit. You know what I mean?
I got my patented jammies on.
Bang.
You'll never ever see me.
Vans, invert so they can see the Vans.
Yeah. You guys will never ever see me in anything else but Vans socks. As Spaz says, if I ever make it as a guest, ask me about Dale Earnhardt. Yo, you can be a guest whenever you want.
Yeah, dude.
We could beam you in right now if you want.
Yeah, we'll have you up on the screen like Zordon.
Yeah, oh, dude.
Bro,
yes.
Think we're playing around? I'll look you right in your eyes.
Yeah, and Spaz 100% has a nice ass setup, so he's gonna come across clean.
Yeah, he's gonna be crispy. He's gonna look better than us.
100%.
Just don't make us look bad with your crispy feed. Everything's gonna be crispy. Your computer's gonna be dope. Your desk will be clean.
Yeah, you have to tone his down. Well, let's not. That's weird that you would say that. That's weird you would say anything about a dirty desk.
What? I didn't say that.
That's weird.
That's not what I said. You heard the opposite of what I said. See, I said that his desk would be all clean. That does not imply anybody else's desk is not.
We were just implying things like his quality would be better than ours, and then all these opposite things started coming up, and then you said clean desk. It's weird. I don't know what you meant by that. It's just interesting that you chose that as a thing to talk about.
I just was figuring the backdrop.
Yeah.
You know. So, moving on. That's very funny that
True Classic worth it. Those damn ads almost get me every time.
Do you have any?
I don't own any True Classic shirts.
I like them. They're pretty cool. But I would say size up. Size up, because they do slightly shrink, and then it becomes like too form fitting. Like I don't like things really tight on me. You know what I mean? I'm not built like that. Mm-hmm. I haven't earned super too tight shirts yet, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's what I would recommend. If you ever get them, they come in like bundles. You could get them in bundles. Come in different colors.
I'm a George guy.
Yeah, George is good.
Yeah, I rock the George. But I will say it's not like a great quality. Like the George shirts aren't like great quality. Ray Figs, big fan of the True Classics. Listen, Ray's super jiggy, so if he's wearing it got to be heat.
And they're good with the color packages. They put them down in these colors that just make sense. It looks like, you ever see like a mood board or something like that has a vibe of a bunch of like blue tones and whites and light grays and things that just work in a certain, what do you call it, like color science. They'll bundle them in colorways like that. So then, and they'll call it like the fall bundle. And it'll be like a burgundy and like a rusty color. And, those will be the colors in the pack, and the winter pack. And it's all like white and blues.
And red and shit.
Yeah, so,
What's your go-to underwear brand? This is something I've been looking into lately because I've already found my sock. I only buy one brand of socks. I like these socks. They might not even be good socks, but I like them. I never need to buy another company's socks because I like these.
Fair.
But I haven't found that for drawers yet. Somebody told me that I think the company's called Duluth is like the shit. Do you have like a specific? I'm still a child, so I wear PSA anime underwear. Do you have like a underwear brand that you back?
No, I don't have a brand, but you know what I have? I have where I get them.
Oh, location.
That's it. I just go Target, TJ Maxx. That's it. Target, TJ Maxx. That's it. Now just get a pack of whatever they have. If they got Calvin Klein in my size, I'll get them. If they have Hanes in my size, I'll get them. Like, I don't really have a crazy preference. It's colors and style. That's it.
I've been wearing George for a while. I also wear George underwear. Just like the shirts, they get wrung out. Like, rather not quickly, but they eventually get run out. Spaz says Duluth has good reviews. I haven't tried them, but they're a bit pricey. I hear they're worth it. One of my boys, he says he swears by them.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about doing like trying MeUndies just because so many people promote it. I'm like, if this many people promote it, it can't be that bad. Let me just
What's that?
try it. It's on every freaking podcast. It was. You remember when Manscaped was everybody's sponsor?
Yeah. Or that mattress company.
Oh, what, like the purple
Yep.
mattress or something like that. But yeah. So I've been thinking about trying that, but I can't get myself to pay that much money for underwear.
Dude, the kids that be wearing like that, like, I don't know what kind of underwear they are. They're almost like, they look like swimming trunks. They look like tight swimming trunks. And they got all these designs. You know what I'm talking about? Damn, Ray, I know you definitely know what E starts with an E. I think it starts with an E. Dude, they're like $16 in underwear or $20 a pair. They couldn't, I don't have a phone.
Yeah, but it's all. You want me to look it up? I can look it up real quick. Or Spaz, if you want to look at.
It's like a trendy streetwear underwear brand. It's called. I wish I knew what it was called.
Let's see. Lululemon. Oh, PSD men's 3-pack. PSD.
Oh, the
is
ones.
the shit.
Let me
Ray
see.
said
Are those the
these
ones I'm talking about?
Nah, I just Googled.
They're not as. Oh my god, what brand are they?
Let's see. That's hilarious. Yo.
Where's your phone? I text a pic of my desk. It's upstairs. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm assuming it's upstairs. When I went to go, I went sleeveless today, so I didn't want to bring my guns onto the podcast, so I changed my shirt.
Yeah.
And when I changed my shirt, I guess I left my phone up there. But listen, we got a lot of stuff to talk
Yeah.
about.
Let's get into it.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Ithaca,
Is the brand
yes.
like the city in New York?
Or Ithaca,
town.
or it's something like that. It's not Ithaca, it's something like that. Type in Ithaca underwear. It's not Ithaca, but it's something.
Oh, it's like it. It's Ethica.
Yes.
ETHIKA.
Yes, that one.
Oh,
And Spash just put it in the chat too.
these things are mad long.
Yeah, that's the
Why are
one.
they so long? These look like baseball pants. What is this?
I told you, dude. They're like swimming. They're like tight swimming trunks. But dude, amongst the younger generation, they're very popular.
That's hilarious. It's like rash guard shorts or something.
Yeah. How much are they?
Let's see. Is this per pair?
Yes.
$15?
Told you.
That's insane. Come on, guys. Go to TJ Maxx. Go to Marshalls.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you got, listen, you don't need crazy underwear if you did your thing before the underwear are seen.
Well, that's the thing.
what I'm
These
saying?
kids, they show it all now. They go.
Oh,
Remember we
wait a
used
minute.
to
It's becoming an accessory now.
Exactly. We used to sag the back. They sag 360. They leveled up. 360 sag with the belt still on. I'm not even kidding you. They go.
Yo.
You know they go pubic,
Bro.
now.
They're mid-thigh.
Yeah, dude.
They're
yeah.
at the knee.
Yeah, they're damn
Yo,
near
it's-
that low. Yeah.
It's a crazy thing.
Yeah, they go down to like, the tip. It's just
Yo.
held up by the tip of your dick. That's the only thing. There's just a small hump there. And if you hit a single speed bump, those pants are coming off. Only thing holding you up is the fucking tip of your dick. I want
Yo.
to talk about what kind of underwear you think Diddy was wearing. Because I know that whatever he was wearing, it's probably nice. It's probably something like a silk or an Egyptian cotton or something. Egyptian cotton probably over silk because of its ability to also absorb. Or maybe like a llama or alpaca. I hear that's very good for socks. Did you see all the things that are coming out about the case? Can you pass me a cup? I can't keep drinking out of this bottle like an animal.
Yeah, I'll give you a cup.
Give me a cup. Do you see all the stuff that's coming out right now? They got Cassie getting the defense is interviewing Cassie. There's a bunch of crazy stuff coming out about her. Text messages being released. They released the entire 15-minute long elevator clip of Diddy like coming through the elevator. Remember when he drags her down and then like soccer kicks her? I'm not laughing.
Yo, but he missed with the kick.
He did miss the kick.
He missed with the kick.
But he like grabbed all her shit. You know, it's kind of funny. I rewatched it. He drags her down, tries to soccer kick her, misses, just grabs her stuff and walks away. Like, and then he ends up coming back. They released that whole video. It's 15 minutes long. Spoiler. It's not the reason why we didn't get the whole thing before. It's because the rest of it's not very much. It's just like them talking and like security coming up there. Turns out Cassie might also be a freak. That's what the defense is trying to like essentially prove, that she was like a willing participant, and that this was like everything. Her involvement was completely consensual. It's almost as if they're painting her to give like a little bit of a Maxwell vibe, right? Or Maxine, was that her name?
No, you're right. Ghislaine Maxwell.
Maxwell, yeah.
Yeah.
Maxwell.
Oh, okay. Like she was almost part of planning this thing.
It almost
planning these and
seems
setting
like-
them up. That's what they're trying to.
That's what it seems like to me, because they're talking about her involvement in with like other men and like reaching out to people, like scheduling flights and things like that. And there's just for me, like that's the vibe that I got from the line of questioning.
Yeah, no, I saw that there was also a male escort. They were saying that was testifying that said that she was the one that was initiating those things, like all the stuff they were saying with the urine
Yeah.
and stuff. All that, like he was like, she said to do that.
Dude, they posted the pictures not too long ago of like a bunch of the dudes that were involved.
Yeah, which is crazy as hell, bro.
Well, these guys are male. They're like sex workers.
Yeah, they're like escorts, like male
They're
escorts.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not usually one of those guys that could like, you know, look at somebody and like really be like, oh, you know, yeah. But for whatever reason, I was very confident that when I looked at every single one of these men in this lineup, that they were all just like, you know what I'm saying? Real fucking. And I was like, yeah, no doubt in my mind, that guy. I started to see like a trend amongst them. And I was like, oh, if we study all these guys, we could probably pick dudes out of a lineup, you know. 6 months down the line, there's an aura that these guys are giving off. It's BDE. Poor Cassie. That's what I said to myself. I said, all these dudes are diesel as fuck. And they're like mugshots almost, but they're not really mugshots, but all their traps are huge. They got fucking huge shoulders and shit like that. And I'm like, Cassie's not a big girl, you know? She's small. These dudes were definitely destroying. Her husband undoubtedly found like a fraction of the woman that she once was after these guys were done with her. Him too, like the news is swirling around her husband. Him, like they're saying he like walked out. It's like, we don't know. Did he walk out because he had to get a phone call? Did he walk out because he was disgusted by the facts that are coming up as a result of this line of questioning? It's crazy things right now.
I don't think that this marriage survives this. She's 8 months pregnant on a stand.
Yeah, they try to hide that. You know, they wanted to bring Cassie in and then fill the courtroom. They wanted to put her on the bench. The prosecution requested that she be brought on before anybody comes in, so that they wouldn't be able to see her baby bump, so that it wouldn't like draw attention to it.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Like unconsciously, her baby is hearing all this.
How about all the stories of his mom getting freaked off?
Like that, think about it. People play Mozart for their baby. You know, when people talk to the baby in the womb, it'll move and stuff. It unconsciously, there's, you know, if it knew language,
Yeah, that kid might be an attorney by the end of this fucking thing.
Yo, for real.
That kid might be ready for the bar when he gets out of there.
And he's hearing the best best in the industry.
100%.
You know?
It's interesting, but you know what? This is like this is the tip of the iceberg, because this is the first witness. The defense is like, I guess, interrogating, or whatever, the cross-examining, whatever the fucking legal term is. They're asking her questions. They're still the ones that, dude, they've been asking her questions for like 5 days, dude, and these other guys ain't even up yet. So now, obviously, the prosecution is going to ask her questions. There's going to be more people brought in. The fact that this is we're 5 days in and we already got all this, it's like, this is it's going to get juicy. This is going to get juicy for show. And because these are rappers or entertainers, these guys ain't getting, they're blacked out on the Epstein list. We're putting pictures out of the prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? This isn't, they're not playing this. They're not giving Diddy the Epstein treatment.
Nah, I wish they were streaming this trial. I don't know why they're not.
Why aren't they?
Bro, you know the bag they're missing? Yeah, I think it would hurt the American economy if they put this live stream. Nobody'd be going to work. Nobody would be doing work. Everybody would be sitting and watching it.
Do you see the pictures and like images of Diddy?
No, him with his gray hair, how he looks more and more like Bill Cosby every day.
Dude, Silver Fox, that
Dude,
guy.
what is going on? That guy went in there, Diddy, Puff Daddy, came out Barack Obama.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, you know, like he just did a term.
Yeah, right, he did. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah, he looks like he's been in there 3 months. He looked like he did a bid. He looked like he did a whole presidential term.
Bro, did you see what they were paying these escorts? What Diddy was paying these dudes?
What was he paying them? How much?
Dude, what? He was paying them. First of all, they're coming over. Imagine the job is to go and just completely do crazy, ungodly things to Cassie.
Yeah.
That's the job.
Yeah.
And then you got Diddy paying you up to 6-7 racks to do it. And you'll only get paid if you do it. If you don't do it, he gives you no money. That's what they were saying. Like, part of the deal was.
Wait.
The guy was like, you get paid only if you complete the task. Like, you need to get it in with Cassie for real, or you don't get paid.
Oh.
Like, you needed to. I think he's got some kind of thing where he likes to watch.
Yeah, he's definitely in
But
the
he was
chair.
paid. They were paying $6,000, bro.
$6,000, that's good money, dude. For Cassie?
$6,000 for Cassie, bro. That's what they were doing. Bro, come on, son. Undercut the market.
Yeah.
$83.
Yeah, you crazy.
$83. Blow the bottom out of the market, bro. The entire market would be, they'd be unionizing. They'd be like, they need to pay us our wages. And they'll be like, you guys bringing these guys in.
Are you crazy?
Bringing this guy here. That's what? He did what? He did a pro bono day? Come on.
I'm building concession stands in the building, dude. That's how packed I'd have that place. They'd be paying me, all right? They'd be paying me. I'd have a fleet of Cassies.
Bro, but it's crazy to me.
Yeah, I've just made this thing a
Dude,
fucking whorehouse.
they said a minimum of $700.
A minimum of $700?
Minimum. That was what the guy would get paid, between $700 and $6,000.
Yeah. So maybe if she jerked him off, you just get $700.
Bro, like, what the hell?
Did you see the things that they're saying that they were doing? Like, he would have, like, I guess he would have, like, a task. And like you said, if they complete this task, they get the money. And what I'm getting from this, and this is in fact, but this is what I'm hearing, that the possibility is like, depending on the level of the task, you get more money. One of the tasks that they were speaking about was these guys would have to finish on Cassie, and then she would go off and rub herself on his nipples when rub these dudes like stuff on Diddy. Like, that's one of the things, that's one of the tasks allegedly that was spoke about.
Damn, so she's crab walking all the way across the room to wherever Diddy sat.
Well, you can't let it drip too much. Yeah, you got to go quick, and you need it to be warm. That's what the body to body. I think it's like a tantra thing. I don't know.
Yo,
it sounds like some kind of fucking. I should stop. Are you pulling me off? Is that what that means? I think all right, I'll stop. I think Justin's pulling me off. Okay, you're right. You were doing it for my good.
That isn't true. That's not true.
You're right. You want to move on? I got other stuff to talk about.
Nah, but the whole thing, like, it's crazy to me that all this stuff was going on for over a decade.
What?
It was 11 years. Bro, I'm like,
How do they? I've only seen like 10 of these dudes. There's probably been hundreds of them.
bro, imagine these are only the guys that they were like, these are a little better for TV.
Yeah, but hold on.
And this is a diverse group. They went and, like, selected the most diverse groups, very inclusive list
Yeah.
that they showed, you know?
Dude, I'll tell you one thing. They're making Cassie seem like they paint her a nasty picture of her. They're
Yeah.
saying like that she, and obviously this is what the defense is going to do, and this is the expectation, but they're saying like that she was like participating in freak offs even though she didn't want to because she didn't want Diddy to do it with anybody else. How long was she the main character of these freak offs? It's impossible that Diddy didn't get tired of just watching her get freaked off. Other people had to have been freaked off.
Oh, yeah. That's why they were doing crazy stuff like throwing these parties. And I'm sure there were other people that were involved. I mean, the tapes that they have
Who do
has to be crazy.
do the feds have these tapes?
They must have them. They must have them. He would record everything. Like, one of the dudes even said that there was something they were talking about, and they were like, what did Diddy say at that time? And he said, oh, he was reviewing the footage from the party. Like, that dude was straight up like, he must have been on some Epstein vibe with, it's got to be blackmail involved. There's got to be
Blackmails? There was a bunch of blackmail.
yeah, if you saw that list.
Yeah, I seen
But,
the pictures.
dude, imagine sitting there as
Spaz says, thank you for this, Spaz. I appreciate it. Spaz says Cassie is apparently 5'7".
maybe she could handle it.
Yeah.
Well, that is good. That's good information because I'm trying to.
There's not a height that she could have been to handle the gentleman that I've seen in this lineup. These guys look like above average gentlemen. And I'm not an expert, but like I said,
Yeah, so I don't know, man. This is why court cases are so interesting because
Yeah.
there's really two sides to it, and depending on what I hear, I find myself flip-flopping a little bit as more information comes out. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, that's kind of weird. I don't know about that, but that's definite.
Exactly. When the
You know?
prosecution comes up, we're going to hear crazy stuff
Yeah.
that Diddy was like forcing her to do probably.
Yeah.
They're going to say all the crazy stuff. So more news to come. You guys can guarantee
Yeah.
every Tuesday you're going to come and we're going to be hopefully talking about
Like
the
updates to it.
Yeah.
And what's with these ugly paintings they do of the court case? Like they
gotta
don't
draw
allow
those puppies
cameras.
quick. It's got to be quick.
Yeah, but they don't. What the hell we need to see? What?
Yeah, bro.
Well, who cares? We could all imagine. That's exactly how I would imagine it to look. Cassie crying.
But that's a historical, like that guy, his dad did that. That guy's dad did that. That's how they've been doing it. You know, it's like the guys who own the printing presses still.
All right, I guess it's it's tradition and
Yeah. You know what's
All right.
crazy that's going on too? Is it
What?
true?
What?
President Biden? Is it
what about
true
his
that he's got
prostate cancer? Yeah, his prostate cancer. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I mean, come on, we all
How long has he had prostate cancer?
I don't know. They said they just said he has it. I mean, it's when people live as long as people are living now, you're just gonna live long enough to contract something or get something. Just
Yeah.
you live long enough, you're gonna get cancer.
Come on. I just didn't know he had it.
Yeah, it's just over time. This is just something's gonna go wrong. You can't. There's miles on that, on everything. You know. Is that too deep? Thinking about the miles.
Think about the miles on this dude's prostate. And I want to know, like, what ups it. If you want to know what I'm thinking about, I started to think to myself, I said, you think they touched it a lot? Because I don't touch mine at all. So I'm good, right? And then how much is too much? That's exactly what I'm thinking about if you want to know. 100%. I swear to God, that's what I was thinking. I was like, huh. I said, that's how that works, huh?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense why women don't have prostates because they'd have it right away.
They would.
Yeah, but me, no prostate. I haven't touched mine. Mine's just still got 0 miles on it. So I probably shouldn't even get it checked.
No, that's miles you don't want.
Yeah.
Just to get it checked.
Yeah, or
It's a couple miles.
Or just pooping. Like the rubbing, does that rub against the prostate? Is that giving me thing too? Does the prostate spin and there's only so many spins you get? So like,
Nah, it's a one-way odometer.
okay.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? If it comes out, it's like,
Okay, yeah, perfect. And then, if you mess with it, obviously, you get cancer. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm glad we covered that. It still took me by surprise. Did you see that fucking Mexican ship, that naval ship, historic Mexican naval ship that hit the Brooklyn Bridge? How do you hit a whole? Why, dude? This happened again,
They said their steering lost power.
dude. But it must have lost power for a long time.
Yeah, and I thought it was like a devastating. When I first saw it hit, I'm like, that's not good. That's it. Like there were cars going by on the bridge, but then when I saw that there were people up on all the on the mast across the sails, I'm like, what? And then the crash took on a way different. I'm like, oh, those aren't pieces of wood; those are people falling.
It didn't even make any sense because they had to have known that they were going to hit it.
I don't know, man. They were up there like Cirque du Soleil. They were all in like a pose.
Yeah.
Like they were all like doing some kind of thing. Like,
Were they up there when the ship crashed, or was that because I see what you were talking about?
nah, they were up there. You could see them, dude. There were people hanging from the sails and shit. There were people tangled up. Yo, it's mad people critically injured. 2 people died.
2 people died.
Yes, dude, fell to their death.
I wonder if
They
anybody
were
ended up-
hundreds of feet in the air. They said like 100 feet, I think they said.
I wonder if anybody ended up on the bridge.
Imagine.
You
that guy
imagine?
lucked out.
You just end up. You're just in Brooklyn.
That guy's just like, what? And he's like, yo, he said, what did Jack say to do? Turn. And when it's just going down. And then he just grabbed onto that shit. Hits his fucking Spider-Man, dude. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. That's got prayers to those people. But what are you doing up there? Get down from there. Get down from there. What are you doing up there?
Why are we on this stupid thing?
Gassed up. Hit the Brooklyn Bridge.
I heard the bridge is doing fine though.
Yeah. Yeah, I was worried.
No, dude, they said the bridge sustained no damage.
Get out of here for real.
Yeah.
Yo, that's because them dudes that used to sit up on those beams eating lunch. You know the guys I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's who designed that bridge, right?
Who?
Henry.
Hoofed?
Henry. He was a civil engineer.
His name was Henry. Is that for real? First name, last name, or are you messing with me?
I think his name was Henry something. There's a line in Pineapple Express where the guy says, he goes, says of the Golden Gate Bridge, my second favorite civil engineer. And he talks about,
Huh. Okay. And then he says he also makes the Brooklyn Bridge, blah, blah, blah.
I guess.
All right.
Anyways,
Interesting.
you got anything you want to talk about? I got other shit, but I don't want to take away from stuff that maybe you want to speak about. But I got some stuff. I got some stuff.
Let me see. We
I got some funny stuff too.
got Diddy. Got
Diddy, I was gonna keep
pee in
talking
the
about
mouth.
Diddy.
Male escorts. Yeah. Photos being released.
Nipples being rubbed.
Yeah. Oh, how about her husband FaceTiming her while Diddy and her were in the act?
Dude,
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it was before they were married.
before they were married.
But what is that about?
So what? He FaceTimed her and she picked it up.
I don't know. They say he FaceTimed her. I don't know if she picked it up
Okay.
because they weren't specific about that. And I don't want to assume she did because then that assumes cuckery.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
that's a whole new level. That's
Yeah.
what they call telecuckery.
Yeah, that's right. It's a new
Telecuckery.
phenomenon.
Yeah, telecuckery it's a slippery slope right into cuckery.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a predecessor.
Yep, that's it. Before you know it, they'll be working from home. You know, can't do it.
Yeah.
But damn. So I don't know what to make of that. It would completely alter my perspective of because then it's like because I'm wondering how this marriage is going to survive this. Hearing all this stuff that she probably don't even let him do. That has been done in this previous scenario. Like, imagine that stuff that he's like, what? What are you talking about? Like, you always have a headache with me.
Yeah, you don't let me hit the back door, but now I found out that like You got ran through by the whole Minnesota Vikings front line.
Yeah.
Or by guys that the size of the Minnesota Vikings front line.
Dude, and I'm like, P?
That also could be Diddy's request.
But P?
Why?
P?
Her pee or their pee?
They would pee in her mouth.
Ew!
That's what they were talking about. Crazy stuff.
That's so gross.
Dude, terrible. Terrible, dude. Kind of stuff they're saying was occurring was like crazy. The crab walking to Diddy to hit him with the
nip
belly to
slip?
belly.
Yeah,
you
belly
know,
to belly.
the belly to belly.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's gross, dude.
Yo, Diddy is
Can you
a
imagine
crazy
him-
person. Yo, son.
Imagine this dude fucking dried up, sticky to the motherfucker sitting in the corner watching
Right?
this bitch get plucked.
Right? By the time she get there, it's all cold.
Ew. They probably get stuck together. Ew. Dude. You think, dude, rich people, this is what
just
happens.
crazy.
You give people all this money and like they just have nothing else to do, that he just gets like, I get it. He
The
probably
bars.
wasn't even, yeah, the bar just keeps going up. These freak offs probably started mild.
Yeah. You seen that? You seen that thing I put on the story?
No, the baby
It's
oil
a-
thing, yeah.
How it's a like oil makes the world go round. It's Diddy talking, but it's
Yeah.
AI, like of course.
Yeah. He needed all that oil for Cassie. I tell you what.
It's. Did you hear the escort talking about how he like low key was in love with Cassie during this?
No.
Oh my God, yeah, bro. They were saying that he like when he was doing it, like he felt bad for her and stuff like that, and he just wanted to hug her. He wanted to be there for her, like talking all this. I don't know. It's all the stuff he was saying was as if he wanted to save her, and he even said he would have dated her if she ever would have taken him seriously, or stuff like that. And there was a reason that I brought that up. That then he was saying that he remembers when Diddy put his hands on her one night, like he hit her. Yo, dude said he was like, he couldn't get it up after he heard Diddy smacking her in the other room.
Oh shit.
And then they like came in like all this weird kind of, I love her to see her. And then her husband is sitting there in watching all this, hearing about all this testimony, hearing about her saying what these dudes were doing to her. I'd be like, what, bro? I'm out. What are you talking about?
Yeah, why are you here?
What are you talking about?
I don't want to hear this. You don't let me do this.
I don't want to hear this, and now I can't unhear it. So your bags will be outside.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're right. I don't know. That's
You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is rough.
How you gonna ever do that? How is this dude ever gonna have relations with his woman without thinking of this stuff?
At the same time, didn't D just give her like 30 million last year?
Yeah, something like that. But listen, man, the money can't wash away those visuals, bro.
If he's broke,
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
I don't think he's broke. Isn't he like a soccer player or something?
I don't know who her man is. Oh, he's
Yeah,
somebody.
I think so.
Cassie's man is somebody. I'm looking at the screen.
Yeah,
It's
can
just Spaz
somebody?
sitting there.
Yeah, yo, Spaz, can you look
Is-
that up? As Cassie's man is, I think he's somebody. I think he's a soccer player. I don't know.
Oh, crazy! You, Papa, you got to get out of there. Papa.
Yeah, man. He put a baby in her, and I'm like, you put a baby in there? Your baby's hearing all this mess right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's great. Can you imagine Diddy like producing this freak off? Like, say here, Playboy, I need you to get up on the bed. Froggy style. You know what I'm saying? Really dig her out, Playboy. Playboy, I want to see y'all sweat, Playboy. Here, rub this baby oil on you.
More.
Yeah. More baby oil, Playboy. Yeah, no. Say, take that in Biggie's voice.
Right. And then the bad
Personal
boy.
trainer.
The bad boy.
Alex Fine.
Oh, that's right. He's a trainer. Like every girl always runs to their trainer.
Yeah, so he should fucking stick around.
What is that about? They always run to their trainer. What is that? They run to the trainer, bro, every time.
Yeah, listen, that black belt took Tom Brady's bitch, so
Yo, for real, bro.
yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
I don't know. Dude, did you see those dudes that broke out of jail?
Them 10 dudes in Louisiana.
10 dudes. They got the crazy. First of all, they got a crazy reward if you get information or help them catch these
Dude,
guys.
I think it's up to 20 racks for the 7. There's still a few, I think 7 remaining.
7 remain outstanding, dude. And they're going to give you 17 racks if you help them catch any of them, dude. First of all, more than like 6 of them are like convicted of murder. So,
What?
yeah. So the fact that's why, I guess that's why there's so much money on these guys' heads. One of them got caught up on Facebook Live. You seen that?
No, doing what?
He was just on Facebook Live in the hood with his boy talking about, yeah, well, look at us, we in the hood, like, look who's home.
Yo, what do people think?
And then he got caught. Another one got caught hiding underneath a car or something. Dude, the fact that these guys escaped prison and then go on Facebook Live is crazy.
The
fact that
messages.
they're saying that they believe that there's foul play, that they may have been assisted.
Oh,
There's an investigation going on.
They made an arrest already.
Did they make an arrest?
They made an arrest, bro.
Ooh.
They said that they made an arrest on, I think it was a maintenance person. I think it was a maintenance person. I mean, it makes sense because they cut a hole in the wall.
They took the toilet out.
Yeah, dude. Like, this wasn't no regular stuff. Like, yeah, you could take a piece of the bed frame and file it down or something like that, but you ain't making tools.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You ain't making power tools and
Yeah,
shit.
they walked out of there with a crescent wrench.
Yeah,
Did you,
for real.
Yo, crazy that they got enough time to do a fucking toilet job and like nobody's watching them. They were opening other people's cells, dude. They were popping open other people's cells.
Yo, this is crazy. This is what happens. Like, yo, I can't even. Did you see the video of all of them running out the back of the prison?
Yeah.
Bro, it looks crazy.
Dude, 10 of them got out.
10 of them. And did you see the little messages they left around the hole they got out
They said
of?
LOL. They were like, what did it say?
They said, this too easy,
Yeah, too
LOL.
easy, LOL.
I'm like, oh my God, clowning these people. It must have been like a movie. The guards walked in there and they were like, what the hell? Oh, man. They all got out of here. Lock it down.
Yeah, what up, Rabs? I think it's crazy that how do you, what do you do now, right? Because now you've escaped from prison. Everybody knows. I guess it's only worth it if you're in there for life or in there for a very, very long time.
Yeah, if you're in there for life or something, that's why it's a lot of people with murder charges. Like, they're not coming home.
Yeah.
So there's really nothing. They have less to lose trying to escape than like a dude doing 6 years or something. Like, you know, if he gets caught, he's going to do 10. If he gets caught, he's going to, you know.
What's your plan? How do you do it?
How would I escape?
No, once you do escape, how do you what do you do?
Bro, that's got to be such a paranoid life. I don't even know what I'd do. I would go nowhere. I would do nothing. I would just be like, all you can really do is just be homeless and try to survive on the street. As soon as you see somebody, it's over for you. As soon as you see somebody, like, where are you going to go? You're going to go back to somewhere near your neighborhood?
You gotta leave the country.
That's what you got to do. If you're going to escape, you have to flee to somewhere very, very far away and never come back.
Yeah.
If you stay here anywhere, you're going to get caught, bro.
Yeah. You 100% have to leave the country.
Yeah, but anyway, when I see him running out, I'm like, now what? You must be so paranoid all the time. Or you just got to be there forever. And you're like, this is funny. They got to come find me now. You know what I mean? Like, now they got to come and find me.
Yeah.
That's about it. You just like plain tell, I told y'all I would get out.
Yeah, I'm in Venezuela.
Can't keep me in here. They're going to catch you, bro. Anyway, what else you got? I saw you looking into that book there.
I'm my book of sonnets. Yo, you guys, I might have to. You guys are gonna see a new book next week, I think.
We got to get another one of those.
That's it. This is the book is done. I've completely look at all this. This is not. This is my second one, so this isn't all 250 episodes, but these are just notes from every episode since. Let's see, what was the first episode? The Chinese spy balloon. That's when I started this book.
Look at that. See, we're gonna run a print of it, and we're gonna drop it like, the Diary of Anne Frank.
Oh yeah. This is on the day I started this, the Chinese spy balloon. There was a 7.8 earthquake in Turkey. Hogwarts Legacy came out. AMC will start to change prices of tickets based on the site of view. I guess that never came through. Yeah, so that gives you a general idea of how long I've been using this notebook. And now off to a new notebook. But at the end of the topics in this notebook, what do I got here? A couple things. I got Diddy, the men. Blah, 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 blah. That's everything I had right there. I had Diddy, Biden, cancer, terrible. The Mexican ship crashing into the Brooklyn Bridge. The 10 men escaping from the New Orleans prison. 4 caught, 6 remain outstanding. The Diddy trial. Then a bunch of notes on the Diddy trial.
Bro, did you see they said Diddy used to take drugs every single day?
No, but I believe that.
They said he would take drugs every single day. And they said that he would take Barack Obama shaped E-pills.
What?
E-pills that look like Barack Obama.
Those are probably.
And they had a picture of the pill.
Oh,
Look like Barack Obama. I
just-
don't know if it was real. It sounds hilarious to me, but it could very well be real, and you know that.
oh, it could 100% be real.
Hold on, I want to see if I can find it.
I don't know if you want to do ecstasy every single day, though. You know, you don't want to wake up with that post-ecstasy hangover every single day. But he's rich. He probably got some like special IV that makes that not happen. I don't know. You gonna pull up the Barack Obama E-bomb? Yo, shout out to the Knicks, dude.
Yo, shout out the Knicks for real, man.
So what's going on? We're gonna play the Indiana Pacers.
Bro, game 1 tomorrow night.
Where?
Good question. I don't know. Yeah, let's move on from that
This
other
is
shit.
the
Barack Obama, look it up.
This is the conference final.
Yep, Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference tomorrow.
When was the last time the Knicks made it to a conference final?
I believe 1995.
Whoa.
I think was the last time they went to the conference finals. That was when they beat the Indiana Pacers, I think.
Oh, the Pacers are a good team.
Yeah. Pacers are a good team. They're a very good team. But we got something special, man. I think they beat the Pacers.
In 95?
Yeah.
Man, I know that if you watch like the videos, New York 2000, I feel like
2000, look at that.
I feel like if you watch the videos, if you see like all the people celebrating in the street, if we win, I've said this before, I'm gonna keep saying it. They're gonna burn that fucking city to the ground if they win the fucking finals.
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to burn it to the ground because they're not destroying property, if you notice.
Dude, they're ripping. They're not people's property, but they're like ripping street signs up and shit.
I didn't see it. I saw them climbing them. I didn't see them ripping anything down. It's possible that they were, but it's not like other cities. They're not smashing car windows and throwing bricks through storefronts. They're not doing that kind of stuff. They're just kind of being rowdy in the street, and it's just there's so many people that the weight of the people is just destructive.
I seen them like blowing through barricades.
Yeah, they knocked over barricades. The cops just like backed up and let them go.
Yeah, they can. They. What are you gonna do? They can't hold thousands of people.
Yeah, like like Juan's saying, like that's what they do in Philly. Some Philly shit, like they'll start destroying stuff.
Yeah.
Remember what they did in LA when the Dodgers won the World Series?
Dude,
Bro,
yeah.
that dude blew his hand off. Remember?
Dude, yeah.
Remember that guy blew his hand off, bro. Guy's hand turned into shredded hot dog. Looked like
Yeah.
exploding cigars.
Yeah. That dude will never ever hold a sandwich ever again. He won't hold anything.
Remember he had that mitt they made for him.
They can't.
Remember
They
they
made a lobster claw.
made him that baseball glove.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, they gave him that fucking crazy lobster claw that they promise in 6 years they're gonna be able to churn into something else.
Yo,
That's
they put
wild.
that shit in a hot pocket.
Yeah.
That's that shit was crazy.
And it
as
probably
hell.
does nothing. It's just like a fucking ornament.
Bro, it does nothing, bro.
Dude, but I think that if the Knicks win, I'm telling you right now, I think the same thing happens in New York.
Yeah.
Dude, we did.
sure.
We just made it to the finals.
Yeah.
And they're climbing up the fucking street signs. They were on like the red lights.
Yeah.
Like, the thing that overhangs. That thing's like what, like you know, I don't want to.
It's got to be like 20 feet in the air. Yeah.
20 feet in the air. There's people on top of it, and they're like jumping up and down.
Yeah. People are. Did you see the guy up on the LED sign?
What?
All the way up on like the jumbo LED, bro.
No, dude.
What? There's some kid up there in like slides. I don't know how the hell he got up there. Bro, I can't believe you didn't see this, bro.
No.
Can't believe you didn't see this. What was it
He's
under?
up there doing the gritty. I'm telling you, dude. And this is like, this is the second round of the playoffs where can you only imagine?
Dude, it's only this. Now we're moving.
It's only going to get crazier.
Yeah, and it's gonna be, dude. They show it on screens. Like you go into the city, you buy a ticket, and you go into a place, and they play the game on a big screen. It's just a bunch of Knick fans in there, rowdy. They do it in the streets too. I think they do it outside of the Garden. They do a showing like where you could just pay tickets and go there and just be among a bunch of Knick fans going crazy. Every bar plays it.
Yeah, dude. It's probably.
Bro, I gotta show you the video. I'm terrible at finding stuff tonight. I'm like useless. but he's up on this. It's like one of those advertising signs outside of the Garden. Huge LED. It's got to be 30 feet in the air. I don't know how he's up there. He's just sitting on the corner and he's got his phone out. It's some Drake album cover shit.
Yeah.
Like that's what it looks like.
That's crazy, dude. But that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
That's my prediction if the Knicks win. And it's not going to be just one night. You know,
No.
We're going to the parade.
Dude, I can't believe it because when you think about everybody that underestimated them, did you see that compilation of analysts
No.
talking about Jalen Brunson when the Knicks first acquired him?
They're saying terrible things.
Bro,
about him.
Stephen A. Smith talking shit. He's like, they need somebody, and who they getting? Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson ain't doing nothing. Like, you know, him. You had other analysts that were just downplaying him, talking crazy that the Knicks are wasting money. Like they were laughing at the idea that the Knicks were clearing like cap space to get Jalen Brunson, and now Jalen Brunson is performing at a GOAT level in the playoffs. He started the playoffs, the first 4 games, scoring like 35 plus points or something. They said the last person to do that was Michael Jordan.
35 points
In the first 4 games. Like he was just dropping almost 40 points a game. He had like 39, 38, you know, and those were important games. You know, so yeah, so dude is doing his thing, man. You know, it's good. The Knicks deserve it. It's been a long time.
Hopefully we make quick work of Indiana. We get to the finals and, you know, do our thing, get this over with, bring that shit back to New York.
Oh shit! Look at this. Somebody just sent it to me on on TikTok. Take that. Good looks for sending that.
Holy smokes.
Yo, you see that dude? That dude is way up there,
Dude,
bro.
that dude's like 30 feet. Okay. Can you show this camera?
Back it up a little bit. Back it up. Back. Right there. Look at that. Dude, the zoom in is crazy. Yo. I don't know how that guy got up there, bro. I have really no idea.
Dude. He's got his phone. You're right. He's in slides. That's insane. So, yeah, if they win, the only difference is that guy would be lighting that thing on fire.
You think so?
Yeah.
Lighting it on fire. Hopefully they don't, man.
Have you ever been to a Puerto Rican Day parade?
No, actually. That's not, no. I think I went maybe once or so. I need to go there, bro.
Well, that's a taste of what'll happen if the fucking Knicks win.
Yeah.
You see, it's in the news every year. They slow down.
Yeah, but it's different. I think with the Knicks fan thing. Like if you've been in that environment, it's different. Like I went to a playoffs game, it's everybody is on the same page. It's weird. It's this communal thing kind of where I think it's less likely for that to happen, but not saying that it couldn't. It could be something stupid like there's a Pacers fan there.
Did you see what happened to that Pacers fan that was at the last Knicks game?
Yeah.
They were throwing bags of trash at this guy.
Yeah, on his head.
On his head.
And they were following him. It was like 40 people.
It started probably with just them heckling him.
Yeah.
And then one person probably threw something. They started throwing bags of New York City trash at him.
Yeah, I know.
And the camera cut, but I'm sure somebody smacked him.
Yeah.
I'd bet my check that he was smacked at least once.
Yo.
That's how these things happen. And when the crowd starts smacking people, the only thing that follows is cars being flipped and then set on fire. I'm not saying there's going to be looting, but these things are all going to be done in celebration of the Knicks, in honor of them. They're going to set that fucking city on fire. That's what I think. I could be wrong.
I hope not, dude.
Dave says, I'm a Knicks fan and we are horrible humans. I agree. It's going to be a group activity. I don't want you to think that the people there that are setting these cars on fire when they win aren't going to be together. They're going to be a unified front. And these things are going to happen in celebration, and insurance will compensate these individuals for their cars. And if anything, they should be honored that they were selected as tribute to the Knicks. That's how I would feel.
That's fair. That's fair.
If I was there, I'd volunteer my car as tribute. I say flip this one.
You just get up like, whatever that is that they be doing. That was good.
Yeah, I'd be over there fucking flip it.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm hoping that they don't do anything crazy like that. I mean, look, we got a lot to root for. Look at that. Look at that. He saw Jalen Brunson's stat that fourth quarter points, about Jalen Brunson with fourth quarter points in the playoffs. Over 10 games since 1997, he has had the most.
Wow.
That's more than Kobe times 2.
Listen, I'm rocking with this guy.
Listen, man.
If they win, I'm buying his jersey.
I have it.
Nice.
I think I wore it on the podcast.
Yeah.
But
I think in honor of the Knicks, I should get some flair on for the next episode.
yeah, get some flavor. I can't believe I don't have anything on here. I need to put something up here, bro. I'm tripping.
Yeah. I could wear like a Mets jersey or something because of the color wave.
Yeah, the colorway works. Who won the Subway Series, by the way? I think the Yankees won the first game.
The Yankees 100% won the first. The game that I discovered that this was going on, which is the first game, they won that game. I don't know who won the Subway Series.
Let's see.
It was probably the Mets because I haven't heard about who won. And usually when you don't hear about who won, it's not the fucking Yankees. Because Yankee fans love to tell you how much when they win. Yankees 2-1. Never mind.
Yankees 2-1. Oh, the Yankees won when is this? Yesterday, I think. What's today? Oh, no, 2 days ago.
20th.
Yep, 2-8. Or 8-2, rather, the Yankees won.
Jesus.
Damn. Beat their ass. We do have a very similar record. Mets are actually doing better than us. But that's absolutely interesting.
Betty.
What we got? What else we got, baby?
That's all I got, bro. And we're bringing.
That's it. I think we're at the hour, just about. We're close enough.
We're just about to the hour. Talk to the people about the things that we're gonna have coming up, things they should look out for. Diddling accusation updates.
Yep. We're going to have that going on. We're also, we want to, shout out our previous guests and guests to come.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Rab, shout out to Drama, shout out to everybody that's going to come on. We're going to have somebody on from the comedy world soon. Mm-hmm. We're in the process of setting that up, which is super interesting because, I love stand up.
Yeah.
So, and other guests are going to be on the way. So just make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you turn the notification bells on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because the notification bell is important because when we do go live or we do post a video, you guys need to be aware.
You need to be notified.
Yeah, exactly. So do that. And Rabs, we got to have you on again too. And that's what we got. And make sure you guys check us out on your favorite audio podcast platforms. And we're on Rumble as well, right? Go ahead. Let them know.
Rumble, Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, or Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Cricket Wireless, Verizon Wireless, and Comcast Cable.
There you go. And Nixon 5.
Nixon 5. Madison on episode 251.
251. Bang.
Da, 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 ba, da, da, da.
Te hablo desde la prisión, Wilson Manyoma, Borbona.
Nah, shit was hilarious, bro.